You're right, YouTube, it's Frogzy here, doing another review. This time it's on Pride, still talking about UFC Undisputed 3. This is just a little extra in UFC Undisputed 3. As you can see, they've introduced Pride Fighting Championships. Well, let me just tell you the basic dynamics of Pride. Pride is so much better than UFC because it's proper full frontal. There's very little rules. In UFC, you're not allowed to use your knees while you're on the floor, and you're not allowed to knee to the head. You're not allowed to stomp to the face. But in Pride Fighting Championships, you can stomp to the face, knee to the head when they're on the ground. Basically, let me tell you about the basics of Pride. Within Pride, you have your first round is 10 minutes, and then your third round is 5 minutes, and your third round is 3 minutes. And within the night, you have to have two top Pride fighters facing another Pride fighter. So basically, you have one Pride fighter facing two top Pride fighters in the same night, and he wins. And at the end of it, he'll get a trophy. Pride is, in my opinion, better than UFC. Because UFC's commercialized now. Pride isn't that much commercialized. Like, a lot of Pride fighters went into the UFC, and in my opinion, not many of the Pride fighters are as good as in UFC. They're more specified in Pride. For example, Wanderlei Silva was the king of Pride. He won so many events. He held the longest title reign. That's why he's called the Axe Murderer. Like, as you can see, I'm facing Rampage Jackson. I'm Wanderlei Silva in one Pride main event in real Pride, not the game. Let me see, twice I think Wanderlei Silva knocked out Quinton Rampage Jackson twice through their fighting career. Like, yeah, Pride has that sort of sort of feel to it. Like, it's got that proper raw bam bam bam, not that UFC grappling, hug on the ground, have a little chin wag while they're on their back and everything. Like, but basic Pride dynamics is that you have the same control type as the UFC type, but it's different in a way. For example, when you have your UFC fighters, they have their own attributions, but when you have your Pride fighters, they have their own attributions. However, what they've done in the game, you can either choose Pride fighters to fight in UFC or UFC fighters to fight in Pride. So they've made a good thing there. However, if I was to buy this game, I would only buy Pride. I would only buy it to play within Pride. It would be really good if THQ made a Pride only game. Even though UFC is good and I do like it, I still prefer Pride. It's just got a better feel to it. Bigger ring, more area to move around. The dynamics of it is better. Like, you can get a better feeling from it. Well guys, I hope you like my little review on Pride. Like I said, it's basically the same layout as the UFC Undisputed 3. So please guys, comment, rate and subscribe on both the videos I've done on UFC Undisputed 3 and Pride. Yo guys, this is Lukey, man, or Frogzy as people want to call me. Cool. Let us guys out. Cool.